And you all laughed at me. You all went, nah, that's not going to be useful for anything. Well, look at you now. Happy Friday, guys, and welcome to episode number 45. A fantastic episode of JJ Plays Modded Minecraft. I am your host, Jon-Michael Booth, aka JJ, and today we are going to be continuing where we left off yesterday, looking at, whoa, I'm just spinning in circles now, looking at our Ender quarry that we set up. Check this out. Remember I told you what the Ender quarry did, how it would actually replace all of the resources. Whoa, there's scary guys down there. With dirt or grass blocks. Well, there it is. There is living proof right there. I did not change that on my own. That was replaced by the Ender quarry, and you can actually see it go somewhere. I don't know where it is at this point, where it's moving. It's got to be. There it is. There it is. There it's going now. There's the purple flying dots. It's pretty neat to watch it actually go. And there you go. You can actually see it changing the stone. Here's the interesting thing about the Ender quarry. It actually leaves the surface more or less alone. So things like dirt, obviously it doesn't change because it would just change it to dirt. It doesn't touch torches for some reason, or flowers, or even trees. So all of this forest down here, it's just going to stay. It's like it was never touched. The only thing that you're going to see changed is all of the stone and all of the resources. Things like coal, things like copper. Yeah, it's all going to get changed. It's all going to get changed into dirt. Even the lava should stay right where it is. Should have no change whatsoever. So, hey, creepers. I'm just going to fly past this creeper and... no, nothing. Stay away from my Ender quarry. Actually, just after I stopped recording the last episode, this is kind of a funny story. I came over here to the Ender quarry because I was trying to get a screenshot so I could do my my thumbnail, and a creeper blew up right beside my Ender quarry. If it had been a tiny bit closer, it would have blown up all of this stuff, and it would have like very much screwed up my Ender quarry, but luckily it was just a little bit too far away, so I'm not going to press my luck and mess with the creepers. But this episode, what do I want to do? Well, one of these things that's kind of a consequence of having an Ender quarry is that you end up with a lot of stuff in your ME system. This is one of the huge ones. I went from having somewhere around 50,000 cobblestone to having 250,000 cobblestone in almost no time flat. I've also got a whole bunch of copper. What else? What else is coming in? There's all kinds of stuff coming in. What's this? This is clay. Clay is coming in. That's good because clay is actually something very useful. But one of the things that I really want to do is start processing some of these bigger things, like copper ore is going to be huge to actually process 50,000 copper ore. And look, I've got a little sag mill over here working away. Can't remember which one it is. Not that one. Not that one. One of these. There it is. Copper ore, turning it into pulverized copper, and it's doing its best. But I mean, like, it's just not. It's not that fast. And I've got it maxed out too with this octadic capacitor. So what I was thinking is that maybe I would look for a faster solution. And what I want to try is this thing called a pulverizer right here. From the thermal expansion mod. However, in order to make a pulverizer, I need to make the right kind. And I want to make sure I have reinforced no, not reinforced. I want to make sure I have the right kind of machine frames. I need to go all the way to resonant. That's what I need right there. But in order to make a resonant machine frame, I need to make hardened machine frames. And in order to make hardened machine frames, I need to make basic machine frames. And in order to make basic machine frames, well, they're actually pretty easy. So I think I'm going to do this whole recipe thing again this episode, specifically with these machine frames and see if I can get some cool stuff happening. So let's start by making our, let's see, not that one. We need basic. Oh, I guess I should come to the right terminal here. Oh, by the way, I'm also almost out of these patterns, blank patterns, so I should probably make some more blank patterns. Blank pattern. So that's this right here, and they're made just like this. So hopefully that's Certus quartz. Bang. I don't have enough to make more than one pattern. Oh, because of quartz glass. I need a bunch of quartz glass. I think I have a recipe for quartz glass though, right? Quartz glass. Yep, right there. So let's just make a bunch. Yeah, I'm missing a whole bunch of actual glass. So I guess sand. We'll take a bunch of sand. We should... What if we made a recipe for glass? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I like this. I like this. So, pop that in there. Come over here. Then grab our patterns and we'll say that 64... Actually, let's change this to processing. 64 sand will give us glass. 64 glass. That way we're always going to process it in bunches of 64. So there we go. That will go into our ultimate furnace. Right there. And now we should be able to request glass. So let's put that in there. Glass. Let's go to craftable. Glass. Oh, actually, we don't even have to, because we can do our quartz glass, which is the thing we actually wanted. So we wanted like 1,000 of these. See, it's going to take the sand, it's going to cook it into glass, and then it's going to process all of this. I like this. See, remember how I started to set this up, and you all laughed at me. You all went, nah, that's not going to be useful for anything. Well, look at you now. Sorry, I don't mean to scold you. Look at me now. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I just need a bunch of blank patterns. That's all I need. So there. Now I've got a bunch of blank patterns, and everybody's happy. What does that sound? I thought I'm hearing like a weird sound. Okay. So let's get that in there. Let's get those in there. All right. Clear that. Now we want to make some basic machine frames. Okay, so machine frame basic. And that looks like this. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the stuff to make basic machine frames. So, iron, easy. Glass. Oh, glass. But can we use regular glass or do we need stained glass? I think we could use regular glass. So let's just make a tiny bit of regular glass. There we go. Oh yeah, it's going to make 64 glass. Around like that. Then we'll go to machine frame basic. So yeah, and that, yeah, so that's right. But we also need the gear, and the tin gear looks like this. And oh, it's a crafting pattern. There we go. So we'll make a pattern for the tin gear. We'll put the tin gear into one of our molecular assemblers. Just a random one. I don't know why I went to that one. So now, we should probably make one there. Now we can actually make our machine frame basic like this. Yep. And we'll make the pattern. Perfect. And then down here, we'll put our encoded pattern for our machine frame basic. Next, we probably need to actually make a machine frame. There we go. So we have one. And that we can use to make our machine frame hardened. So we also need some invar. Okay, so I have some invar. I have a machine frame basic, but what's the other thing that I need there? Where is my machine frame? Oh, I'm blind. It was just there. It was right in front of me. And now I'm not seeing it. I don't know what the heck's going on. Machine. There it is. Okay. I need this electrum gear. So I need electrum ingots around iron. Do I have any electrum? Nope. So how do we make electrum? Electrum is made using... nope, nope, nope. What? Smelting. Arc furnace. Arc furnace. Okay, so I guess we have to smelt this electrum grit. How do we make that? From gold and silver pulverized. Alright. So do we have those? No. Okay, so we're going to have to add a recipe to our sag mill. So, silver. So let's take some silver and we'll grind that down. Over here. Pulverized silver. Nope, give me that. Okay. And do we have a recipe for pulverized gold? Let's go craftable. Nope. But we should probably make one. So, do I have any actual pulverized gold? I do. Alright. Okay, so go to processing, and we'll say that 1 silver gives us 1 pulverized silver, and we'll make a pattern for that. And then we get 1 pulverized gold from 1 gold ingot, make a pattern for that. Then we open up our terminal, and in our sag mill, there it is right there, 1, 2. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to create a new sag mill pretty soon with another interface. Alright, no big deal. So now, if we go over to craftable, we should be able to craft some pulverized gold and some pulverized silver. So let's make 10 of those. And I think we already have pulverized silver, so we're all, or gold, so we're okay there. But we go to crafting, and we're trying to make these machine frames, and we need to make this electrum, and so we're trying to make this electrum blend, and it looks like this, gold and silver. So we will take a crafting pattern and we'll bang that in there, put the crafting pattern for electrum right there, and then we will make some electrum. Craft that. Just craft about 10 of them, sure. And then once we have electrum crafted, we should, I'm assuming, be able to cook this stuff. Right? Maybe we should check that out. Let's take about half of it and plunk it in there, and yeah, it makes electrum. Okay. So then we will take a processing pattern, and we'll take electrum, and we'll say, ooh, why am I putting it on that side? We can get, oh, because it goes on this side. Oh man, it's been a long day. Okay, so we need a stack here, 64, and that gives us electrum. That will give us 15. I guess we just do it this way. why I did that. Okay, and then click, 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 click. Tons and tons of clicking. I guess I could have just done a half stack, but whatever. 3, 4. There we go. 64 gives us 64. Processing pattern, bang. And that goes in our ultimate furnace right there. Okay, getting better. Getting better. So now we want to make our machine frame. This guy. So we need to make an electrum gear. In order to make electrum gear, we need electrum ingots and iron. Actually, let's make a pattern for those electrum gears. Right there. We'll turn it into a crafting pattern. So we're all good there. That goes into our molecular assemblers. Now we can make electrum gears. Maybe? Is this stored? Ah, craftable. There we go. So now we can make, let's just make like 2. Perfect. So the recipe is all good. Everything seems to be working. And that should be making a second one any second. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So stored craftable. Okay. Okay. Coming along. Let's see. What else do we need? Machine frames. This guy. So in order to make the machine frame hardened, which is exactly what we need, Invar. Oh, I know Invar is going to be an issue as well. Yep, of course it is. I probably have the Invar somewhere else, don't I? Invar ingots. How do I make Invar ingots? Are there Invar seeds? Yeah, there probably are. Okay. Well, that's what I need right there. Invar essence from Invar seeds. And I need to make those. But I need more Invar. Don't I have any Invar? Come on. Invar. I have none. Okay. So how do you make Invar? What's the hard way to make Invar? Pulverizer, induction smelter, alloy smelter. Ferrous and iron. Do I have any of that? Or nickel. So ferrous ingots and iron ingots. Ferrous? Oh, good, I do. So let's take actually let's take about a half stack. And then iron. And was it 2 to 1? I know it was 2 to 1, but which way was it? It was 2 to 1. Let's see, where were we here? So 2 iron to 1 ferrous. So there you go, 32 to 64. And then we can come over to our alloy smelter right here and go boom, boom. And that will cook down some Invar. Beautiful. And that's probably all we need, to be honest, because now that we have Invar, we can make Invar seeds, which look like this. Boom. And there. And we've got, is it only 1 seed? Yes, it is, because the rest of my Invar was up there. There, 4 seeds. 4 is all right. Let's come over here to our open farming station and turn it off for a second. Let's open that up and drop in some, no, not that, this, not that, not that, this, not that, this, lock, there. Okay, so you should now be making Invar. Alright, so now we're making Invar. Good stuff. Okay, so in order to make Invar ingots, Invar, we can take Invar essence and make it straight into ingots. Oh, that's great. That is fantastic. So I'm going to make, there you go, 9. I got 9. Oh, and I've even got an Invar. I've even got a few Invar. Perfect. So I come over here, crafting recipe, take my Invar. Where did I put it? There it is. And that gives me 2. So we're all good. Okay. Into a molecular assembler. Back up at the top here. Boom. Now we can craft Invar on the fly as we need it. Good stuff. Machine frame. So we're still working on this, right? Invar. Yeah, okay. So if I were to craft some Invar, yeah, let's just craft like 10 Invar. Well, we don't have enough for 10 Invar. So let's craft, oops. Let's craft 4 Invar, because I think that's all we actually need to make one machine frame. Okay, so we're good there. We're good there. Actually, I've got a bunch of things that I don't need in my inventory, so maybe we should get rid of some of these things. The blank patterns can stay. Yeah. Okay. Machine frame. Okay, so we have all the things we need, or we have a recipe for them, and there it is. Okay, so we now have pattern to make hardened machine frames. Still with me? Still with me, hopefully. This is all making sense to you guys. Okay, so we've done that. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have actually made one. Machine frame. So let's craft one of those, or 2 of those. Sure, whatever. Look at all the stuff it needs to make in order to get there. So there we go, and now we have some hardened machine frames. But we want to go all the way to reinforced. Oh, reinforced. So I guess that's the next one. So we need these signalum gears. So how do you make... Oh, and we need another kind of glass? Oh no, I guess our fused quartz will work just fine. But signalum is this. So how do you make signalum? I've never heard of this stuff before. Oh, fantastic news. There is such a thing as signalum essence, which means there's signalum seeds. But how do you make signalum? So we can smelt down this signalum blend. But what is the signalum blend? Ah, here it is. Okay. So apparently 3 copper, 1 silver, and 10 redstone. 3, 1, 10. Copper, silver, redstone. Okay, so let's just get out some things here. Copper. So we need 3 copper. Then we need silver. We need 1 silver. And then we need redstone. And we need 10 redstone. Perfect. And let's head over to our alloy smelter, which is still busy with our Invar. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay. That happened really fast. That's going to give us 4, right? Oh, I should have multiplied this recipe already, because the seeds probably need 4. Yeah, that was kind of silly. Alright, let's do that again. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed this from the last couple episodes, but I actually made an extra terminal over here. What were those 3 things again? Oh man, see, this is how bad I am. Silver, I know, was 1. Redstone was 10. And what was the last thing? Was it iron? Signalum. For signalum ingots. Where the heck are my ingots? There they are. Oh, it's copper. Of course it's copper. Yeah. Copper. Boom. Okay. Let's just get a bunch. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And that'll start cooking down and giving us more signalum than we could possibly imagine. I'm going to need at least 8, I'm thinking, to make seeds. That'll only give me 2 seeds though, so ideally I would have more than 2 seeds, but I'll tell you what, I will make the 2 seeds to start with, because that's really all I need to get a start with seeds. Signalum. So here we go. Signalum seeds. Yep, just like that. Pretty easy. And let's do that. So that gives us 2 seeds. We can come over here to our farm. Let's again pick an open spot. So let's just move those in there. Lock that. Lock that, that, and take all these things out so that nothing grows except our signalum. And then, there we go. So we have 1 signalum crop being grown. It's all good. Now, let's take our signalum ingots. There we go, 16. That's lots. That is lots. And let's make more seeds. Signalum seeds. Just so that we get lots of these things. There we go. Oops. Put it all in there. There we go. 4 more seeds. Alright, everybody's happy. And those should auto-plant. There we go. Now we're getting lots of signalum. So we should make a pattern for signalum, because signalum essence turns into signalum ingots. So we will take our signalum essence and put it in this configuration, create a crafting pattern which gives us 2 ingots. Awesome. That goes into our molecular assemblers, and now we are ready to make signalum. Signalum machine frame. So here we go. Signalum gears are made with 4 signalum ingots and an iron ingot. And of course we don't have any signalum ingots yet. Signalum. Let's craft 4 of those. Okay, we have enough to craft those 4. And then over here we'll create a signalum gear that looks like this, bang. There we go. We now have a pattern for signalum gears. Put the pattern in there. Then we should craft a signalum gear, right? Craft at least 1 of those. Okay, we're all good. Got one. Yeah. Okay. Moment of truth. Machine frame. Reinforced. Bang. And we got it. There's the pattern for a reinforced machine frame. And it goes in there. Now, how are we doing for time? We are way over time. Do you want to see me go all the way to resonant? I think you do. I think you do. I think it's okay for a Friday episode to be a little bit longer. So, let's do this. Let's do this. Machine frame resonant. Okay, it uses the reinforced machine frame. It uses silver. It uses an enderium gear, which is made from enderium ingots, which I don't have, of course. But the good news is I've already been growing this enderium essence. So if I come over here and say enderium, and I take my enderium essence, put it into this pattern, encode that, drop that in my molecular assembler, I can now make enderium ingots, these guys. So let's craft like at least a few of them. We're all good there. Then we will go back to our machine frame. We'll make our enderium gear like that. This is the wrong terminal. I need to be doing it in the pattern terminal. Enderium gear right there. Make a pattern out of that. Drop that in the assembler. We should probably make one. Gear. Make one, and that's so that I can use it in my crafting. Then, are we there? Are we there? Machine frame. What am I forgetting? Anything? Got it, got it, got it. I think we're good. Oh, I'm missing something. Oh, that's because I forgot to craft one of these. Next, next. Boom. You go in there. And then machine frame resonant. Encode the pattern. Close that off. And what am I doing? What am I doing? This goes in here. Okay. Now I can make resonant machine frames and pulverizer. Wow, this is crazy. Do I have recipes for all these? No, I probably don't. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm going to end it here. And on Monday, as promised, I am going to actually build the things that I promised. I'm going to build those pulverizers. Now that I have all the recipes set up in place, you know exactly what's going to happen next, right? All I need to do is create a recipe for the pulverizer using the resonant machine frames, and then I'll be able to create those resonant hardened pulverizers, and everyone's going to be happy. If you like this series and you cannot wait to see the Ender infused pulverizers, click the thumbs up button. Sellout moment, sorry. You can also subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.